Because fuck it. Let's do that. KFC presents a PSYOP production. Wait, what? Professor Og. Doggy! This looks like fucking Food Wars, but with KFC. I'm gonna put it back to full screen since it doesn't do the windowed very well. Prioritize quality. I mean, it doesn't matter, honestly. New game. What do we... Please don't be broken. Okay, there we go. Chef Dizdon. Biscuits and chicken and chicken and biscuits. I can't have either. Stop torturing me, game. I'm gonna eat nuts. Alright. Good. Okay. Of course, we're gonna have to have the microphone on screen. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Now! Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. That's an anime action chicken. Awesome. Also, fuck BTS. Smack that clock. Beat it in the face. Strangle a chicken clock and cook it for supper. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. I don't think that's a real place. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I'd better make sure I'm prepared for the first day. Down pot of coffee. Let's go. I'm ready to cook. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit. Biscuits for breakfast? Fuck it. Strut out the door and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. This looks like it was just stolen from a generic anime. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met. And you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Dizdon. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm, Because I sure am excited, a little nervous, okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? The secret ingredient may be love, but I don't think you can taste your own love, ma'am. Unless you're that flexible. Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Who would make a quicksand box? It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for... That's a lot to fucking say many, many times, game. Just say UCSAL. Fuck you. Famous 3-day-only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Well, I can't tell which tooth she chips, but the dentist did a good job. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Santa Claus? Is Santa Claus on tarot cards now? I can't remember. Help! Somebody! I don't know what's going on. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. No time at all. No time at all. No time at all. As you talk up Miriam, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. I mean, I'd go for the little weird side ponies, but okay. Side braids, whatever. Can you believe I cut them myself? Did you use a chef's knife? Is that why you have a swastika in your forehead? You definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! That's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Also, she's rocking a double D. Hello, Ashley. I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You live just on shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. They are made of chicken drumsticks. I'm so delicious. So very delicious. Can't stand Ashley. Even her name's annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. If he's Swedish, I'ma fucking kill him. This game has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. Okay, not Sam. His pants are so tight you can actually see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Yeah, he's got a nice ass. Ahem, Van. You rang? Yep, it's fucking JoJo. It's fucking JoJo. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. And probably spending way more time naked, off camera. Together. In bed. My mind is dirty from trying to achievement hunt Honey Pop yesterday. I'm sorry. I can't believe that the University Cooking School Academy for... Fuck you, game! Would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think that they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe just hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge.
Oh.
Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. I'm a loser. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. Named after my Pop. He's old. Should someone like this also be a student at school? He must be one heck of a chef. But his name tag also clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Dizdon, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door for you all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Go right ahead, Miriam. I'm not in charge of fucking him. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. The food on the things make me hungry. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Finally, they fucking do it. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still could demand respect. Boo! What? A cute dog as a professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you, and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. It's chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone who could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him, it's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland, Turtle Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls throughout the classroom as Turtle Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Whew! Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty Sweatsalon. Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with your weirdly weird insults? They're really weird, you know. Very weird. Lady, I'm beginning to get the air of some unrequited sexual tension here. Also, you read too much Twilight. I'm not a sparkly vampire, motherfucker. Please, calm the fuck down. I can see your leg stripping. Fucking goddamn fucking Cinderella yandere waifu bitch bullshit. Besides, when Dizdon sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I am not a piece of meat. Wait. I just turned into a steak. Fuck! It's a good thing you didn't forget about deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot! 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 With a capital T. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and says some ground words. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy. Fuck you! The greatest culinary academy in the world. Also fuck you. Birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. You mean Ronald McDonald practiced here? I heard that he, turns horses into cow meat. He's got that alchemist stuff. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! A food war, if you will! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena! Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts Professor rousing speech. Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track to out of here, young man! Are you sure you're even in the right place? Woof! Don't you recognize me? It's my third year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish! Let that be your lesson, you students. The tardiness is unacceptable! Unacceptable! Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the room on his own halfway across town on his own tiny wheels. Sprinkles repairs for fucking kitchen appliance. Were too many side characters! Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks to the classroom. As everyone stands still and silent in obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking! Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin! You should be taking better care of yourself! You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. This is Colonel Sanders' dating sim. Of course, it's gonna be chicken and not beef. Of fucking course, it's his favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for my new star student. Fluffy, the furry professor. Great. Thanks, game. Now I have the visions of my professor from college in a fucking dog fursuit. You fucking asshole game! I did not need that vision! Immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. See other students eyeing you jealously, but you pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times! You never know when you're gonna need them. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened! The amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Dizdon, there's a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. The sexy colonel? Or the weird wannabe waifu friend? Who? I think the sexy colonel. I'm sorry, friend. I want sexy colonel. I take my seat next to Colonel Sanders. Appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off his seriousness. It makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishment in something. That is so inspiring. Also, super muscular forearms. Suddenly. Little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. There we go. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz! That's Pop. Is he quizzing now? Yay! Quiz Pop! Stop reading my mind, game! Please! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp! And your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling point B, and train B is traveling point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? What do trains have to do with cooking? Are they going to come into the kitchen? Are we making a Thomas the Tank Engine train? Cake, what the fuck? Forest is a tree, as chicken is too. Feather. It's the most efficient eating utensil ever created. A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. I mean, too much salt might cause a heart attack. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dodge that teaches it Dodge. He's a car! No, he's a Doge. Ugh, fuck. The talking Doge that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy! No, I didn't cheat. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity Dizdon! You just scored some major Colonel Sandals points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important You've been making announcements all morning! Shut your fucking trap, dog! Time for lunch. We just got here. It's time for lunch. It's 9:15 in the morning and it's lunchtime already. What fucking schedule are you on, dog? Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. And that includes McDonald's. Sorry, I had to. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tiredness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers! Yay, lunch! It's 9:15 in the morning. Why are we having lunch? Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Why, of course. Completely obvious Captain Miriam. Indeed, that's... Again with the super muscular fucking forearms, man. You hold your breath, waiting to see what the food is. Mysterious student has created. You hear that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over his head. It's Contents glimmer in the light. It's fucking chicken. Of course I'm playing this. Of course I'm playing this. However, they're having not lunch at 9:15 in the morning. It's completely ridiculous. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Also about to have a fucking gluten attack. I prefer grilled, thank you. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken! What a novel concept. And then you eat the chicken, you put the bucket on your head, and you're suddenly a guitar god. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around you and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Again, you have ridiculously muscular forearms for no fucking reason, buddy. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! Okay, Jojo, go fuck yourself. He looks around nervous to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Nope, not a fucking soul. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. And again, I believe that the waifu tsundere syndrome is taking all of the female by storm in this school. And yep, I see liquid dripping from her fucking crotch. Great. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Stop hitting on the Colonel! It's my job! She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this. And she wants him all to herself. He's mine! Mine! Fucker. I will stab you with a fork! Oh, please. Well then, the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his! Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try. He takes one bite and his eyes grow what? He's going Super Saiyan! He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension of flavor. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper, too obvious. Maybe a little paprika? Oregano, basil, maybe? But there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Oh, could it be? Censored. The secret ingredients is Colonel Sanders' jizz. Thank you, I'm here all day. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use semen. Thank you, Friday Night Fanfiction, for breaking my brain. What is... Hey, Angel Quid, this is Colonel Sanders dating sim. They censored what is being used, so I'm going with the natural harvest method. Thank you for the host. Thanks for the host. Ain't Angel a queen? For some words in my fucking body's Birkin. But the alert went off, and that is cool and stuff. I'll drink some Mountain Dew, cause the coffee isn't quite working well enough. Ah. I'm awake, I promise. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know the secret of natural harvest. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. Like the weight of the planet held up by Atlas, you can barely bear the responsibility of this revelation. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach the Colonel. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. No, it's a young, hot, sexy Colonel Sanders before he was truly an old gray man. They have anime glammed him up. They also had a poster of BTS in our bedroom this morning, in the first scene of the game, which is kind of scary. They definitely know their target audience. He's got a chicken staff. No, when he was a colonel fresh out of the military. In his mid-20s. They don't tell you that he's going to this culinary school on the GI Bill. You know, that K-pop band that some of the people who I follow from YouTube from a long time ago are, like, super overly hot for? It's terrible. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Okay, true story. He was like in his 60s and had failed and been bankrupt multiple times before he decided to go into the chicken business. Just saying. He found success very late in life. That's okay. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know either. And I don't give two fucks, really. Just the fact that they have it just kind of tells me what kind of, you know, otaku they're trying to go for. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each. I forgot the semester's only 3 days long. What kind of weird contrived bullshit is that? He's clearly not going to give it up so easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Yes. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? The amount of puns and bad writing is starting to give me a migraine already. That's great. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alert. Truly alone! And then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just 1 ingredient, but you can't tell. I use semen. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Because of my substitution. Substituting the blank for semen. That is, that just makes that line a whole hell of a lot more wrong. Wow, okay, I really need to stop guest appearing on Friday Night Fanfiction. They have warped my brain. Everything's dirty now, even chicken. Hey, Colonel Sanders needs a fanfic too, right? And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad, playing Pokemon Go. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated to being a corpse underground. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. All right, Colonel, tone it down a little. Tone it down a little. Damn. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your strength, wow him with a big idea. Be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his intention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Diston. I'm sure you'll be a big success. Yes. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Step into the massive cooking arena. We're about to have a food war, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Hey, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh, no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Hopefully you heard that. That was an audible facepalm. It also hurt a little. Ow. You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe me. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. I mean, she's only got the hots for me, like everybody in every dating sim does. I'm a terrible otaku. Yesterday I spent my day off of streaming trying to achievement hunt Honey Pop. I also watched some Disenchantment, though. Welcome, students, to the cooking area. Yes, our teacher is a corgi. A cute corgi in a chef's hat. Woof. Best boy. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Wow, pounce. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? Team of two, that is? Me and you, if that wasn't clear? Also, should you take your shirt off? Want to be my partner? Sure, it is, Don. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzzzt. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever! Forever alone. I'm gonna go with Pop. Pop! Sorry, Clank, but Miriam will be partnered with Pop today. We're sad. Pop gets a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! I immediately regret my decision. I have doomed you to fail. I'm sorry, but you are the weakest link. Get the fuck out of here. He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats it. Well, I guess he likes unpeeled bananas. Fuck my life. I know, right? It's like, he doesn't know how to properly eat a banana. Just tells you about the capabilities of his other skills. Now I'm regretting not choosing the robot. Fucking A. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act gross out. Oh, bless your heart. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. But please, for the love of God, peel the banana next time. That was gross. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. I had already realized that. I have already regretted the decision. Okay, game, stop shaming me. You're shaming me as much as fucking the Windfish shamed me by calling me thief in fucking Link's Awakening for having stolen a bow and arrow, okay? I steal one thing! One! And the game shames me for the rest of the playthrough, man. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Actually, it takes a flint and steel to make a fire. Stupid fucking dog. Which dish should you suggest to your partner? Colonel Sanders. YG. We're in a KFC dating sim. What would be the best food choice for a KFC dating sim? Steak tartare? Fancy? Don't even need to cook it? Octopus? Like a sushi restaurant? Or potatoes and gravy? What do you find at KFC? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer, and you don't need all of them. Thank God I don't live anywhere near a KFC, or I'd be craving it right now. I would take the week of pain for a fucking chicken drumstick right now. I've always been something of down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Just fuck already! Sorry. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to get beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Oh, go get the potatoes! Wait, that's not how it... Hang on. Oh, go get the potatoes! Yep, nailed it. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Do you like my plosives with this screen on my microphone? Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does somebody have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Also, keep your clothes on. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Well, he's not going to be fingering you, if you know what I mean. Did somebody call for me? Ugh. No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Dizdon's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Good metal, though. Sounds like baby metal. Son of a bitch! Gimme chocolate. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? I mean, what instrument do you play? The fucking fiddle? Actually, no. It looked like Dizdon was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Again, Ashley, I think your stockings are getting a little wet. From the sweat. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Could your head be further up his ass? Just don't go ass to mouth, please. That's reserved for clerks, too. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Morning, Kitsu. Also, you're welcome on the tier 3 gift. I felt I needed to give it to somebody. We'll try and do that monthly. It was a random thing I was feeling like doing. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. I bet your thigh would like to get up with his drumstick, if you know what I mean. It just makes sense. She's all lubed up with chicken grease. Nothing about this makes any sense. Of course, chicken grease is a bad lube, but edible. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel, if you don't watch out. Coming for Colonel. I'm terrible. There's a reason why this stream is rated M for mature. Ashley's really going at you hard. Not me, Colonel. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I think they already have. I see clothes being stripped off. This is totally Food Wars. She's doing the get naked foodgasm. Turn to Colonel Sanders. Hunk of hunks in your time of need. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with a prima donna. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders, grabbing him by the arm and getting up and close, smelling that musky scent of fried chicken to confirm you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me! Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Dizdon as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Dizdon's natural talent, or their loyalty. Burn! That's a deep fryer! Burn! Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. I'm not sure if that's the way I'd phrase it, but okay. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I'm fucking Soma. I know just what to do. The gravy. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Just for a moment, you become lost in the one unwinking eye of Colonel Sanders. It appears gray, and just a little silvery like the man's hair. You smell the cologne of deep-fried chicken and spices. Yes, Colonel. Kiss me with those chicken tendery lips. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. First fight! Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by the revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? No, never. He will fail! Hold on right there, Dizdon. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena! Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I think there's somewhere to land. I mean, I'm not getting hot for the Colonel. I'm not getting hot for the Colonel. I've only been thrown in the deep fry at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. Yeah. I didn't do it. This is a reminder that Best Clips of the Week win a free Humble game, and the Humble Monthly has revealed that one game that I'm going to get is Sonic Mania, which I own on Switch. So if you don't own Sonic Mania, you can clip some of these funny, hilarious clips, get chosen to win, and get Sonic Mania, or one of many other Humble Bundle keys I have, like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which is perfect for Spooktober. Can I has potato face? No! God! I don't want to be pedophile! Fuck you! I mean, don't fuck you! God damn it, Coots is gonna quote that. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! Oh my god, it's being served on an axe! How metal! In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus with silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You have ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will I'll look on with envy. Interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't quite strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. Maybe may turn to the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. It's not Iron Chef. It's Food Wars! I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Rip Pop, we knew you well. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Iron stomach for the win, I guess. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. Of course it tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to witness Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. Class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite its obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Well, at least his special power is being invulnerable to poison. I'm not sure the professors here are making enough money. Yeah, I'm with you, dog. Teachers need a pay raise. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Well, seeing that you're shaken up by all that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe. Entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow. Hiccup, sorry. And speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously very important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders, yes, Dizdon, there's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first? Oh, jeez. JoJo's Bizarre Hair Adventure. Go fuck Ashley behind the bushes like you normally do, and then use your jizz as a secret ingredient for your fucking sauce so that you poison the glass again, you asshole. I mean, hi. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world had ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also, like, lifting a lot of weights, like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff. Be the star of the story. Like my hairstyle. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? Literally killed a guy? The crickets agree with me. You're terrible. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. The fuck are you? Oh god! What the fuck? It's got like 5 eyes! And teeth of sporks! Get it away! Get it away! My thoughts exactly. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I am a monster, see? Is he rhyming in purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. It spits hot gravy at you! Ah! It scalds! It burns! 2nd degree! I'm gonna get blisters! You take 1 damage. It worked last time, right? Does 1 damage. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation! You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening! This is not happening! This is not happening! This is not happening!" Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. We're all wet for Sanders, but now being doused in horrible monster gravy. If you take much more damage, you're not gonna survive the battle! Cook with love. Oozy cheese sauce onto the knot of the quad. Wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Smoke Monster prepares for his ultimate attack! Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Chicken staff. He's got the chicken staff again. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh God! He pulled a link and he attacked the chickens and made them angry. Grinding poverty. Arise, chicken! Arise! Pot pie! Power pinch! Ooh, sexy chest. Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul and deserves your pity, not your wrath. Cuckoo's attack! They do a lot of damage. They did 10 damage, that's great. Totally canonical cookies. Be gone, beast! And don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and certainly won't be back like you said. Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. You, the defeated monster, left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. The Necrocomonicon, where you can cook eldritch horrors that are also delicious. Alright, I've predicted enough of this game. I will see myself out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Fuck this, fuck you all. Fucking chicken on the cover. The hell? Game! Stop! Just fucking stop. You open the cover and find a library card stuck inside. Last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. I leave my cooking utensils to Colonel Sanders. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. See BTS, poster in the corner. Also, chicken. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over as you being tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there instructing your love! Dreams are weird. Oh my God! You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used semen. It's natural harvest. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. Like him? Like Little Link? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him, I like him. I like him. Well, don't envelop him in your ooze and rip parts of him off through the bars in the Under the Well area, like that one fan fiction, please. I know you can get a little overzealous. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Do you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? I don't think that's possible. Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little moist. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the University Cooking School Academy for Learning. That name is too long! You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. This is helping my mood immensely. Sure you did, you're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient! Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden where I was wandering. Oh shit, we're getting Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on this. This can't be good. Nope, not at all, not whatsoever. This is fucking terrible. He told me about his passion for spices, secret spices. Man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Good thing she's cute. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought him home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. LSD? Liberal with fucking spices and dishes. Liberal with spices and dishes. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Good old LSD fried chicken. It's better than that best sauce chicken that makes you into a zombie. Chicken zombies. Fuck! God damn it, brain. There's no game that has zombie chickens, is there? God damn it. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Candle Sanders. Make up a fake ingredient. I'm trustworthy! I'm keeping the secret of natural harvest. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow! Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone, and you can't quite see it. Probably not good. Or you can ask her to confirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Look at my horse is amazing. Give him a look, ooh, it tastes just like raisins. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. How did this get approved? Fuck if I know. They're doing some very intense marketing strats, I'll tell you that. If I wasn't allergic to half the food they served, I'd totally be going to KFC in Miles City right now. Or do I have to go to Dickinson to get to my KFC? I'll have to look that up. It might be a 2-hour drive to a KFC. That would be a long way for chicken. I mean, you're probably within walking distance. Being in Bemidji and all. He then slaps this beautiful creature gently on its rear. Slap me on the rear, sexy, sexy Colonel. Sending it running free into the countryside. Oh shit, it's gonna wind up at the Painted Cannon and get bitten by a rattlesnake. No! Steve! I will do DDP yoga and then gift you it. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it! That's what I just said. I has the Dane Bramage! Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Dizdon just gets really nervous about people they like. Good old Dane Bramage. What? This is not helping! I am having a stroke. I'm losing feeling in my right arm. Help! I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. I smell burnt toast. This is bad. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two other rivals, Ashley and Van, the Man, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. I can't speak anymore! And experimenting with restricted ingredients is bad! Like, summoning a demon bad? Oh, shit. They're summoning Damien from Monster Province approved. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping, and you try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. I don't know what kind of meals you cook, but meals I cook are already dead when they go in the oven. Thank you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. Got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. You're moist for Ashley. That's okay, she's very moist for the Colonel. Like, her stockings are wet. Begone, thought! That's the same book that I found last night in the quad! Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Steve, the rule of Rule 34 is that this was on Rule 34 on Friday when it came out. We're playing! Oh my god. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students! It's time for class. Beep boop. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch out, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Run over your foot. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Ooh, bird! Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. We're bzzzt. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Holy shit! Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Yeah, you're totally rocking a D up there, lady. Stop puffing out your chest to try and make them bigger. You Team Rocket wannabe. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely! He must know that this is a ruse, right? Wait, what? Chad? You mean JoJo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Jutaro? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan? Oh girl, your skirt's wet. And you know where. In the front. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting. Hopefully not over the colonel. Which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. KFC definitely discovers the power of memes. You thought it was Colonel Sanders, but it was I, Dio. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath. Toast again! I must be having a stroke. Without further ado, we'll review the I have encountered the Dane Bramage. I smell burnt toast. Help! I've forgotten how to speedrun. This is the worst. Help! Help! We'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Gee, I couldn't have possibly guessed. This being a KFC game and all. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Liar! But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, this dog? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents. Perhaps you reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites into your cooking apron. Dog food's my favorite kind of animal food. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? But it looks like you... Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Oh, swoon. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko? What are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat! Peppers triggered an intense spicy hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy, again? Hang on. I need to eat nuts because he's driving me nuts. He's driving me to eat nuts. Hopefully it will repair my brain damage. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. Ooh. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. Apparently traveling through the universe and space and time is a little bit, spicy. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill the prophecy. You must feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to, and everyone is staring at you. You just ate a ghost pepper. Of course you're fucking dying. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. You're on! A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in! If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I demand a food war! In the arena of kitchen nightmares! I mean... What? I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Dizdon. I'll be watching your performance with my suddenly muscular forearms. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief before it's taken to the sportsing court. At least not until we turn on the timer! Dun dun dun! Oh, fuck! And then a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, Timer ready! That's what I'm talking about! Arrgh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. I think you just gave me another stroke. Thanks, Colonel. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Oh, you mean like Dutch glow? I mean, I know you've been polishing the knob of, Sir JoJo's Bizarre Adventure over here. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. You're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. That's right, but how do you even got into the school without knowing that? Want to get to rub my furry belly? Let that enticing motivate. Damn it! You're gonna need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know how Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. He uses 11. Might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. And you put a little of semen in there just for good measure. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind? That's right, you must take this opportunity for granted. Didn't hope to see the. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. When I was a young boy, my father, he took me to the city to see a marching band. Every day you meditate on this advice, and you draw energy from that place. The place of the marching band. The Black Parade! Now, it'd be a great time to harness that song. I'm just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. That's right, this is your shot. You're not gonna miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! That's wrong! Don't make me get spoiled. Is the sound of silence? Notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Dizdon! He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you're doing! Now all you think about is sexy Colonel Sanders! Like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill it? What were you thinking? Get your mind into the competition. You're stranded on desert island with only desert cookbook. What should you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the channel? You're falling behind. Woof woof! To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer as you do the crowd dance. Yikes! Bzzzt. Shit! I tossed it in the clank! I know you love nothing more than seeing your fellow appliance utilized in kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Dizdon does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's truly properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get very far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer and rescue the dough before it's overmixed. My hands! Ah! My hands! My hands! Sorry. Dizdon, no! Called it! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you have to find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing now! The battle is over! It can't be! I was so close to finishing my dish. No! Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, no, no. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Dizdon's injury. See Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he looks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. What the fuck are you cooking? Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Dizdon to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Sanders pours hot chocolate and sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hiding within. Delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb ice cream, 2 ways tender nougats, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce. Sauce! Not sauce. Sticks to his mustache. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement. It's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Try again! Whack. Biscuits and gravy! Okay, let's try and not fuck this up. Let's do this again. I believe in you, Dizda. Colonel Sandals rocking across the beach. Yep. Hi, Demetrius. I broke my hand. Internalize the rage. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash! Then they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Is this a real game? Is this a fantasy? KFC landslide, Colonel sweats with reality. Open your spice, jizz semen into gravy. What? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Yay! Adulting. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Ah! Oh, it slapped me in the face so hard. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful weather. It's snowing outside where I'm at, by the way. There was snow falling when my wife went to work this morning. I'm just like, fuck. Winter comes just as it does in Minnesota. Suddenly and inappropriately. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater to his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should totally get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way, but I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. This is the real story of Colonel Sanders, by the way. He was first a doctor, then I can't remember what he did before. He fucking went bankrupt like 3 times, failing in different careers. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know! People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Yeah, he was like in his 60s. He found fame late in life. Much like, shit. I'm trying to remember the old guy comedian that was in Caddyshack. I'm having a brain fart here. Someone remember it for me! He gets no respect. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. There we go. Yeah, he didn't get success until his 50s or 60s, too. Late bloomer, that one. Actually, believe it or not, I think Samuel L. Jackson was in his 40s. That's what we gotta aim for, because we suck. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a dramatically swelling romantic music. Shut up! I'm having a moment here with Colonel Sanders. He's holding his chicken staff. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion! Of course! You need to stop being lazy and get back to streaming, damn it! Even if it is just co-streaming Stardew with me. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. That burning might just be an STD. Schaefer's album is a little late. I don't think it dropped yet. It was supposed to drop last month. Because I'm going to do sex to all of you. I'm going to do sex to all of you. Every last one of you. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Go away! Go away, Pop! I threw a lamb stuffed animal at you. You son of a bitch! His name is Pop. It's a child. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you're prepared for the worst. Borko? It is I know I said I wouldn't be back after that whole What's the Death thing, and maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like. Having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way that I switched right into attack mode. I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to cooking school. I wasn't always this pork monster, you see. I don't believe it! You were a human mouse? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Till one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I procured copies for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, please respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Spork Monster doesn't want you to use magic in your fucking cooking. No, you use semen as a secret spices. Your natural harvest, yeah. This not an ad. I'm not sponsored. Sorry, I had to. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. I'm terrible. I keep plugging Natural Harvest like it's a thing that I'm fucking sponsored by. It's just so fucking hilarious, and it makes this game worse than it is. It makes this game so dirty. Clip it. We'll see. We'll see if Natural Harvest wants to sponsor me. Hey, I'd love to be sponsored. I'd speedrun Overcooked for that. Hashtag sponsor me, senpai! I need money! I'm broke, unemployed, and ugly. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Dizdon. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss? A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, cock! You start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel. His baby's picture's got a goatee. That's fucking hilarious. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Oh, there's an urn. It's probably his own ashes, because he's been dead for a while. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. It's coleslaw. It's fucking coleslaw, isn't it? Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him? Or keep it a secret, just for you? Oh, reveal your secrets to me, oh Colonel! You decide you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for that special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original... Called it! I fucking called it! Also, they have good coleslaw. It might be like the only thing I can fucking still have from there. My original Dizdon special recipe with natural harvest coleslaw. 5 cc's of Dizdon Chiz goes into every gallon, along with mayo, pepper, salt, and a few other special spices. Yeah. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's hideaway. Yes. Yes. Yes, Colonel Sanders. Give it to me. Give me your chickeny goodness. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until a spoonful, just a spoonful, remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Oh, yeah. That gets you real hot, doesn't it, Colonel? Coleslaw. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Though I was, hoping I could make more. Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. The Red Room. You don't want to go in there. The chicken theme bondage attire is a little awkward. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up and realize it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little note clipped to the side of the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A scented candle. Pick it up, try to identify the smell. Power tool, freshly starched collar, piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. It was the summer of 69! No, it's one of those secret recipe ingredients. It's semen! A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver! Gaze out the window, the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my... No, go away! I was gonna fuck the Colonel. Go away! Go away! Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see him in the middle of something? And also quietly jacking off into this candle? Get the fuck away. You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out into the breeze. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a pedestal. Plaque on it. It's dusty. You can wipe it off. You can read the inscription. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. I need one of those. I really need one of those. Just an urn that says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Everything from Nerdvana Comics to running for mayor to, you know, being an animator. Flush them all down the drain. And a flask containing literal poor life choices. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself, Frosty. We'll get to Monster Prom later, probably. Poor guy. Must be where he keeps a safe recipe. What number is important, Colonel Sanders? 10,000. 11, 11, 11. Write a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Can it? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. I thought it was a rattle at first, and then when I got the close-up, it was fucking chicken. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same person who puts the logo of the company as their own face, am I right? Oh yeah, I know. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids in Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered to run into the secret herbs and spices. What are the secret herbs? Must be mummy dust. One of the framed photos shows an old man that looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks, and it appears to be cheersing them. Look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off his hanger and try it on. Jack's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. Oh! Caught being a KFC otaku. Oh yeah. That chickeny goodness.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it looks good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. What is this? The fucking Notebook? Colonel. Yes, 'tis done. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. He is very husband-no. We should take things slow. Maybe I'll take off my apron first and reveal that I'm not wearing any pants. You talk late into the night and drift off into drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! What? I thought you were just making this shit up, but then I actually realized you were reading it. I know, right? It's fucking chicken. It's fucking KFC. Let's fuck the Colonel. I'm sure at some point someone's going to make a mod of this that allows Honey Pop style sex with a fucking match the KFC mini game to fuck the Colonel. I don't think I'll be able to stream it, but I could post it to YouTube. It'd be demonetized, but fuck it. No, Shinsero, he uses natural harvest. You awake to a beautiful morning, Colonel Sanders. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that you can change the rest of your life. Depends on the kind of herb. Yo, that chicken is lit. Like, it's medicinal fried chicken, yo. Yeah, only found in Colorado. Maybe California too. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions... Oh, what? Oh, what? I know, right? In some jurisdictions, marijuana isn't even legal. But if the recipe's a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted with Colonel's... So, there's semen, paprika, and marijuana in this secret recipe. I mean, you know, I guess. If it tastes good in the end, right? He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I whipped up. Fried chicken and biscuits for breakfast. You do know that KFC does not have a breakfast menu, right? This would have been the perfect time to debut that. The secret is it isn't butter. It's margarine. Chicken and waffles. Fucking A, yeah. God damn it! Stop giving us ideas! Stop giving them ideas! Oh my. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. You thought it was sexual. I mean, margarine could be sexual if you want it to be. I mean, do you lube with margarine? I don't think so. Crisco's better for lube. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! Water-based lubricants only! I mean, you kind of need to use water-based lubricants only if you're using condoms, but... AO stream confirmed. It's what he does to sign. It's him signing the buckets of chicken, which are personally delivered to Buckethead. My cuisine in your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? Oh, it's happening so quickly. Marry me! Marry me, Colonel! Marry me! Make me your partner in all of this. Both domestic and business. I mean, what? Sorry. He's trying to figure out if he can make chicken sashimi. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for Why such a long name? School. You get home to find something very surprising. He is totally negging me. Where have you been? I totally wasn't fucking the Colonel with my BTS poster and magic cuckoo from hell. Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but, Oh, they have 7 members? I don't fucking... It's some J-pop or K-pop group. The only one I know is that one. Because I know people who are standing for them. You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me out to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh my. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? Pop is another person. He looks like a weird, chunky kid. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Yeah! Fuck Colonel Sanders. You what? I fucked Colonel Sanders. You what? I fucked the Colonel. You what? Nothing. Something totally happened. Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers! If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. No, he's not nearly as sexy as the Colonel. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter rivals in the quad. There's Pop. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Not even a wing. Yes. Yes, it is. You were expecting Colonel Sanders, but it was me! It was I, Dio! Because, you know, he's pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, that's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Dio Brando, I know, right? You can get your swirly dipped, too. Oh, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful... Wait, okay. She just said, there's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides. Innuendo. This innuendo right there. Just... Nani? That is a sound effect. Nani? Wunderkind. I mean, he might be German. I don't know. You've got some nerve, Dizdon, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Ah! My hand! I stuck it in a fucking... Someone made me stick it in a mixer. Ah! Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. I've still got one good hand to beat off with and cook with. I'll see myself out. Hey, Florin. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person. He sees that something has been going on. Food Wars. Totally, this is ripping off Food Wars. They totally modeled Sanders after Soma. What? Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Dizdon, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. I think it's still shattered in like 7 places, but thanks, Colonel. Your love will get me through. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Yo. Miss Thick and Thirsty. The line for milkshakes is over there. And you can bring all the boys to that yard. Thank you. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Yep, she's thirsty. She thirsty as fuck. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Dizdon, but I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of foods. See you inside, Dizdon. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is. The thirsty hoe. You walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book! It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. I mean, not really. Smart. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? It's got a chicken on the head. The front. The cover. It's got a chicken head on the cover. Arise, chicken! That's what it does. It makes zombie KFC chicken. I mean, I would love to see the chicken come to life in its tasty, crispy form. And then attack from the bucket. Zombie chickens. It's coming, y'all. They're coming for you. I can't think of one sure way. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. Like anyone's gonna read that warning. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrubbed out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on my upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe, like, tie a string around your finger? I mean, you know. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for, you know, desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And a pretty good excuse to try it out. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. I might have accidentally forgotten how to cook by doing the spell anyway. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Ah, the dog. The dog teacher. He clears his voice with a bark to make a quick announcement. Woof! I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Sprinkles stops in the tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. You follow his gaze. You see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Squirrel! Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you! Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously. Drool flying off his face. Squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but any other squirrel here in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. Woof. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Dizdon, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. But before we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you, save it out for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away. Some kind of wonderkin that fucker is. I mean, when dogs are barking at other animals, it's literally, fuck you! Get out of my place! I want to kill you! Ruff, ruff, ruff! That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh. So that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing. Pop leaves his, creation behind and runs out of the room. That does not, in the slightest, look edible. Oh, nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pile over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition, showdown, challenge, exam, TM, exclamation mark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. For the food war! But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tawny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of anyone? Our tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is, such a silly, silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City! Carpool lane! Wait. I think Success City's over that way. Fuck, I just drove to Texas. Damn it! I hear banjos! Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' you're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. I mean, there is room for 3 on the stallion. It is a tri-stallion. I know I shouldn't have taken that left turn at Albuquerque. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else to meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyway. You're not that damn thirsty. I mean, you're not Ashley. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review the menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog's gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay. You have a better idea of how to spend the time for your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. On a chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of recipes that you've been working on. Diz Don's famous chicken pot pie. Dude, Food Wars is amazing. It's on Hulu, if you have it. You should fucking watch it. It's great. All of the girls are very fucking thirsty, though. It's like Soma's got some weird food-created harem going. It's terrible. Chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you. And you're all able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Diz Don, what are you doing here? There's still time for before the final exam. Thirsty in the kitchen. Nani? Keep your eye on the prize. Oh, I'm just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, and I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to I was about to say vape. I don't know why the pot pie is vaping, but apparently my brain has gone through stroke today. Sanders Coon, give me your meat! I mean, you know, I pictured victory once. It was awful. Then I went back to bed. Pot pie has begun to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here. Come cooking something delicious. Wait, I thought it was 11 herbs and spices. Oh, you don't want to be vaping those spices, dude. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Oh, you're counting this? That's not herbs and spices. That's like sides. Because there's eggplant, celery, potatoes. It's the full cooking gamut. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you! Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards. That's 4 football fields! That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Sanders, Cammy? You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no! Is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that ain't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side with his best friend's ride. Try to holler at me. What? Don't go chasing Sanders, man. He is gonna chicken fuck you like you were used to. What? I'm sorry. This has gone way off track. ADHD is kicked in. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Yeah, pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. The moment of truth. I unveil my pot pie. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Oh yes, he has the chicken staff. There's no time left. It's the final showdown. It's about to begin. I want the Colonel's cock rod. I too want Colonel Sanders' hard, long cock rod. God damn it, Gino. Thank you for the sub. I gotta eat a bean now. Oh shit. What am I doing? I was on the right input the whole time. Bum bum. Okay. Well, now you can break me with the bean. Eat chicken. I don't have any chicken bouillon. Okay, it looks like it's... Oh, fuck. Well, is this cake or the taste of childhood? Let us find out. It's cake. Thank God. I prefer the birthday cake over me having the delicious, delectable flavor of childhood memories and swearing. Thank you very much for the sub, Gino. It is truly, truly, truly appreciated. Okay. Back to the Colonel Sanders. I think we're almost done. It tastes like childhood. Sprinkles, our dog chef teacher, lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, except that is to cook with everything you've got. It's a pretty banging track. I want this track. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Oh no, this is the final day. Oh no, no, no. Everybody's here now. They've all entered the kitchen. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm holding on a moment with Sanders. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. I just noticed that she's got like a chain and a heart on her cleaver. Does that mean that she's a Belmont? Probably, definitely a Belmont. She's inherited the good looks of her great grandmother Sypha. She's thick. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big by going small. I mean, possibly both. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. But he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe. Registered trademark. Fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at a full 10 out of 10. With a frenzy of action. And it goes up to fucking 11. We're each going against each other, I think. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow! This is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Wait. He's levitating chicken? No, that's not very fair at all. Also, now I'm having very dirty thoughts about Sanders and his chicken-themed red room. I want him to levitate and spice me. Yeah. Van the man. Don't forget Dutch glow. You gotta polish them knobs. Egg wash! Wait, what? Why are you saying wash? Son of a bitch, he's from Kentucky. Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! I really need fucking cooking utensils. Even Clank gets on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? He probably inherited it from your blood that you left in him yesterday when he broke your hand. It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen. Other appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take the opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's ultimately almost certain evil magic from the Bakak? The Bakakrakon? The Bakakrakon? Bakakronomicon? Do it the hard way. Oh yeah. I like it hard. Who needs magic when you've got passion and natural harvest? I want that cock spellbook too. Christmas is coming up. Cock. I'm gonna do it the hard way. With natural harvest. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms. He gives you a subtle wink across the room. I believe in you, Dizdon. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Dizdon, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever, ever. You turn to notice Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Get out of my fucking station, I gotta do this. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking? That's a wedding proposal wink. Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. No! No! You've ruined my dish. Sorry about your ears. Fucking Miriam. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world would she get Eye of Newt from? Fucking Miriam! I would. God damn it. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes! It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve! What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? See, Steve? You ruined everything. Well, spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you haven't conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better on TV. You crazy kids and your color skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve? Steve? Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got a grimoire stashed beneath the cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you kind of guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. Actually, you know, When I was just a little spork pup back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a long and involved story. You don't know exactly where that came from, but it seems like it was probably pretty lonely there. Urge to kill rising. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand it's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up. Hang on. Game, this sheep is for Rule 34 cross-pollinating with Monster Prom. Thwack. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I summon up extra power from below. I can do this. I have whatever this takes. I came here to win. I'm going Super Saiyan! I just shot myself. Not really. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange! That's culinary. I called it. I fucking called it. I'm going Super Saiyan with mac and cheese. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for Mom Spaghetti. The chosen one, you'll avenge me. Power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue! Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world Mom Spaghetti. You begin to levitate off the ground. Enemy energy courses through your body. You are ascending to Mac and Cheese Saiyan level 2! You know that this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, it is done. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to do is make mac and cheese. Time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Where or die. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. And are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. Sanders, better than some legendary honey mustard. Handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Plank. From off screen you hear a pure innocent giggle that only come from one student. Heh, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop! Get down from there right now! Woof! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When somebody asked for a wedgie, well, who am I to refuse? I thought wedgie was a salad. I'll give you a salad! Looks like Pops is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Did Pop shit his pants? Yeah. Yeah. I can't feel my legs! Well, being atomic wedgied on a coat hanger for that long, you know, can have that effect. May I be excused? He crawls away. What the fuck is a salad? Right? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll up to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and suver soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a tiny narikatumi? I spy afloat in that itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Where's Chef when we need him? He's this dog's father. He is the real dog father. Hashtag penis. Hashtag smash that watermelon in the pumpkin. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. I know, this would be great. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love pointed into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. It only took one blip. Thank you, Dizdad, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over egg custard and Axhoon urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yeah, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. It's a bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but can't get his nose in close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Urgh! Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. Tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue as it is poked and prodded. Ah! My tongue! Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! I keep touching my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gently into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't complicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. But it was I, Dio! Before forcing us to endure his swirling tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Yes. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it, sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. Time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight. I'll give you Turkish delight. Yeah. In a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it, or attempting to taste it any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Dizdon? I told you. It's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And then did an extremely good job cooking it too, which I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms out to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and being liked by everyone. This isn't the last of you heard of me either. Alright, thick bitch. Out. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing! And completely blow me away. My 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. What are you, 7? It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you gotta pass. Everyone gathers around to partake of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Magnetic fragrance! I smell burnt toast. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef! Ha! I punned you! Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. Though there were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year, or 3 days, is complete, everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doug is in the house. Woo. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to fighting wrongs they did while they were villains. Also, Van is fucking ripped, and damn is Ashley thick. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting! No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, the Spork Monster is really totally metal out. Everyone's Spork Monster is no more from here on out. I prefer that everyone call me by name and you. Blah, 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 Having a stroke on camera, everyone referred to me by my new name, Party Monster. Actually, kill me with those lies. I know, it's like, damn! Yeah, Student tries to finish what he had to say, but he was too wrapped up in the talking spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things don't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and, you know, she's gonna do great. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Poppy. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. We get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. Miriam, will you be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll just be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. Sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested, and not now at least. I've got so much to do with my life. Twist and twist. So twisty. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke. Music is interrupted by sparking and electronic hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa. He's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I'm not of Earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. What? Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Portal opens up. Clank disappears through it. If I could become more tongue-tied, I would probably be wrapping my tongue around my skull. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives with rose petals and cherry blossoms. Howdy, classmates. Just like first day you met him! He has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end, and everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner from fucking KFC! Finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Dizdon, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? He finally put on pants. I mean, I like that the Colonel was channeling the RA from Food Wars, who likes to go around in just his apron and nothing else, but, you know, on the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Oh, I'd dance with you all night long. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Dizdon. ASMR. How sweet we'll work together, and play together, and eat together, and fuck together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together while I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is your best path forward? Could it be that you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my Dizdon. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. They're leaning super hard on the fucking ad thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a piss, and then a lunch break. And, I don't know. We have two options. We have Dream Daddy and Monster Prom after lunch. So, you know, give me your votes. I really... I can't hold it that long. That's why I can't do long.